Hey, everybody, it's Apollo here from Down, Down, Up, Up. What's going on in the world of YouTube today? How's everybody doing? I hope you saw my update video informing you of all of my predictions videos are coming out today for this weekend. And by all, I mean two. But we're getting into the first one right here. It's time to give out my predictions for NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. I'm looking forward to this show. I think it's going to be good. This is one in a bit where I feel like they can go a number of different directions for a lot more matches than the usual. Even though there's only 5, there are usually 1, 2, sometimes even 3 that can spoil me over. I'm thinking there might be 4 this time that they can just anyone they want. Anyone they want. It's going to be hard to call. As usual, my predictions, now that the original 4, once 5, but now 4, I'm not going to go into that, from Cultaholic.com. Go support, go subscribe to Cultaholic on YouTube. Check them out, by the way. They got a sweet deal on clutch chairs right now. Awesome chairs, awesome chairs. They have given their predictions, and by they I mean Sam Shredder Driver and Jack King. And that's the first time they're ever doing takeover predictions. I have them right here. I'm going to be basing them off of mine, giving some my own opinion of what's going to happen this weekend. I'm just so amped for this weekend. I can't wait. Well, let's get right into this. Okay, so before the whole show starts overall, I'm hoping the pre-show will be good because I believe it is going to be on the pre-show where NXT will announce a lot of their year-end awards for 2017. I might be wrong about that this year, but I distinctively remember them doing it on the pre-show last year. So I'm thinking all of that will be on the pre-show this year. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's just something on a side note. I'm hoping, however, that unlike last year, it won't be rigged. I know that's quite an accusation I'm making, even though it really isn't a big deal. I'm just giving some opinion, but some of those it just really felt like they were rigged. And if they're not, fine. That's not a big deal to me. I just love to laugh and think about it. That's all. All for the entertainment. Love you guys. Anyway, moving on to the real matches, though. The first one, which was just announced this week, as far as I'm concerned, surprised me. We're not getting Killian Dane versus Lars Sullivan. We're not getting Roderick Strong versus Lars Sullivan. We're not getting a triple threat match with them because that's the direction I thought they were going to go when Sullivan called out Dane and the week after Strong called out Sullivan. Some kind of timing like that. But none of them are scheduled for TakeOver. Not Roderick Strong, even though he is having a match, I believe, with Tyler Bates on the pre-show, but it's really not the pre-show. It's just for the people in the crowd. I think it's going to be taped and put on the week after or the week after that, one of the two. So Tyler Bate, Roderick Strong, #1 contendership for the UK title. I'm hoping Strong wins. I'd love to see Strong versus Gunn. That would be awesome. Anyway, no Lars Sullivan either. That's another big surprise. What happened to him? Is he injured? Is he taking some time off? I'm not sure, but he's not on the TakeOver. Really surprised me after he got that win over Ono at the last TakeOver, who is part of this TakeOver, shockingly enough, in my opinion. And no Killian Dane either. In fact, none of Sanity are scheduled for TakeOver in terms of matches. But you never know who could show up, right? You never know. You never know. Anyway, the match we are getting, it's Cassius Ono, who, again, has kind of just been there in NXT recently. I can't really say much more else about him other than good matches. He's a good quality wrestler, in my opinion. I enjoy most of his matches. And I think he might be in the Royal Rumble this Sunday. You never know. He could be one of those guys like Ty Dillinger, just shows up at the Rumble, eventually makes it to one of the shows, Raw or SmackDown, but then gets forgotten and everything. I don't really want to see that happen to him, but it happened to Ty. Sorry to go on a little depressing note. But in the end, it's Cassius Ono versus Velveteen Dream. My goodness, I love how Patrick has evolved into this character. NXT match of the year for me last year, it was Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black. I'm just throwing that out there. It was the feud of the year for me, too. They just did it. It was just perfect. It was perfect. I can't say anything bad about it. It was wonderful the way they did it. And a big reason here, because Velveteen Dream did not beat Johnny Gargano in NXT this week, or when it was taped, I believe Velveteen Dream is getting a win over Cassius Ono in what I believe is going to be the first match of the TakeOver. It should be good. Good back and forth. I think it's going to be top quality match, and Velveteen Dream's going to get the win. I think they've got some good plans for Velveteen Dream at some point. Just don't turn Velveteen Dream into the Tyler Breeze character. I hated it when Tyler Breeze lost his edge, and I don't want to say buried. I love Breezango. I love what Tyler's doing now with Fandango. It's fine. I don't want to see that happen to the Velveteen Dream. I don't. God, the man has so much charisma. And thankfully, he did not win Tough Enough a few years ago, because winning Tough Enough, that's not exactly the best career decision, even though winning might not be in your hands. Just my opinion. Anyway, I see Velveteen Dream winning that one, and moving on. By the way, both Sam and Jack I've agreed with this one. Both of them have the Velveteen Dream. Moving on to the NXT Tag Team Championships. We have the Authors of Pain, the challengers, who beat Street Profits in a really sad match, in my opinion. But I'm not blaming the Authors. They've improved, and it's great to see them. I think they're great. I think they're great. Sam has gone for the Authors of Pain. Jack has gone the other way around. He has picked the Undisputed Era, the champs. It is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. I'm not too sure about this one, honestly. I almost want to say I was expecting Street Profits versus Undisputed Era, but in the end, I guess it offers a pain. Undisputed Era is going to be a lot better. Should be really good. I'm not really seeing any DQ countouts on this show. That's not really what TakeOver's about. It's not what it's been about. But it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I still haven't had enough time, in my opinion, to decide. Because they've done swerves like this. In fact, this was the takeover at the time last year where the Authors of Pain beat DIY and became tag team champions. Even though the Undisputed Era is great, they're all great, and they just won the titles just like DIY last year. Or the year before, I guess, 2016, that's when they won the titles. The Authors could just take them. The feud could continue. Someone could go up to the main roster. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea with this one. I'm going to stick. I'm going to go with the Authors of Pain. I think the Authors of Pain are going to win back the Tag Team Championships. This might be some kind of face turn. They might be faces already for all I know, really. I don't know. I don't know. If this is going to be straight up, I can't see Fish and O'Reilly beating the Authors of Pain without Adam Cole. So I see the Authors of Pain winning the titles for a second time. Maybe the Era will get it back. I don't know. Who knows? Sanity could interfere in this match if they want to. Again, I know takeovers aren't exactly about DQs, countouts, and interference. Sometimes, though, you never know. So I'm going with the Authors of Pain. Next up, the NXT Women's Championship match. It's Ember Moon, the new champion, defending against Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler came to NXT, has wrecked Couch, and she's been there. And I'm going to go with Shayna Baszler. This is one where I don't really need a lot of time to think. I see the swerve coming up on this one. Asuka's been NXT Women's Champion for so long, I predicted that the new champion, whoever would it be, would lose to the next TakeOver. I'm not sure if I said that in the video, but just in my own head. The old wires in the mind. So I'm going with Shayna Baszler. I see a new NXT Women's Champion in our future. Sorry, Ember Moon, but you might be coming up to the main roster soon for all I know. Ooh, she might even be in the Rumble. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Moving on, though. It is an Extreme Rules match. This should be good. Adam Cole versus Aleister Black. It's going to be a war. There might even be thumbtacks. It's going to be a war. I know I picked the Authors of Pain. You think at least one member of the Undisputed Era will get a win tonight. But I think it's going to be Black. I think Aleister Black is going to beat Adam Cole. Again, I know, but this one is kind of also a toss-up. It really depends. The winner of this match, I think, might even be the next NXT champion. Again, I don't know about this weekend. It's tough, but this is just what I'm thinking. We'll see how it goes. I'm picking Aleister Black. There will most likely be interference, but I think Black's going to find a way around it. Also, this might be another one of those matches where Sanity interferes, and they can, legally in this match, and cost Adam Cole. That would make a lot more sense. I am kind of regretting picking the Authors of Pain, to be honest, because that one maybe Sanity won't come out then. It's a tricky one. It's a really tricky one to call. I'm going to stick with the Authors of Pain, though. I'm going to stick with them. And Shayna Baszler and Aleister Black. Moving on to the main event, match 5. It's the NXT Championship match. It's Andrade Cien Almas, a man I was really happy to see win that title last year because I was really hoping WWE would give him a chance, and they have, and I've just been enjoying it. I love him as champion, taking on Mr. Underdog. Not exactly the underdog from the underground, but an underdog nonetheless. It's Johnny Gargano. It's Johnny Wrestling looking to do it, looking to win the NXT World Championship. Is he going to do it? No, I don't think he's going to do it. I'm really sorry to say that if he doesn't. Wouldn't that be awesome, though? Wouldn't it be awesome if Johnny Gargano could win the NXT World title and we could just get Johnny versus Ciampa at, maybe I'm not saying that right, sorry, Johnny versus Tommaso at the WrestleMania TakeOver? Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. That would be incredible. Put the NXT World title with the story. It would be great. But I don't see it happening. WWE has invested a lot into Almas. I don't think he's just going to lose the World Championship at the TakeOver to Johnny. Mainly also because of my predictions. I've already picked 2 new champions. Technically 3 if you count the others because there's 2. Then there's Shayna Baszler. I'm not seeing the NXT World title change hands on this show. Again, it's just my opinion. I'm sticking with it. And one more. Will we see Tommaso Ciampa? I don't know. Really difficult one to call for some reason. Because if they bring him back now, it's a lot of waiting time between now and TakeOver WrestleMania. I guess, what would that be? TakeOver New Orleans? No, I'm thinking of your head in 2019. Oh, where's WrestleMania? No, I'm thinking right. Yeah, TakeOver New Orleans. I got NXT on the brain, not WrestleMania. Sorry. What am I thinking, really? But yeah, it's a long wait between now and NXT New Orleans. So, I don't know. I can't see them holding Johnny versus Ciampa from now to then. That's a long time in my head. Even though it's going to go by quickly. So, I don't know if it'll be clean. I don't know if there'll be interference. Ciampa might come back anyway. Who knows? Who honestly knows? I don't see it happening, but that's not really a prediction for the show in terms of matches. That's just another prediction I can add on. I don't think Ciampa's going to show up. Just opinion. Anyway, if he does, it should be after the match. I think it should be after the match, but you never know. You never know. You never really know until you see it with your eyes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching my predictions for NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. I think it's going to be a great show. The Extreme Rules match is going to be awesome. I don't even think there will be a bad match on here. I think every match is going to be great. And I'm just so excited. You know I'm excited. I know you're excited. It's just going to be a great wrestling weekend. Saturday's not going to be the bad part. It might be the end of Sunday that's the bad part. It's Philadelphia. Anybody remember what happened in 2015? I do. I remember. Anyway, as I said, thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Please feel free to send me your thoughts on NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Check out Cultaholic. Check out their predictions and their channel. They're doing great right now. Check out their deal on clutch chairs. I will see you, hopefully later today, with my Royal Rumble predictions. Keep it real. We got one more to go.